You look so angry.
I fucking hate myself right now.
Do you want to explain? I won't even cut you. I won't cut you off.
I'm gonna let you do the whole exposition.
Why? Because you feel so defeated?
Yeah, and you're
no. Why are you so mad? Let's just talk. Why are you so mad?
Because
why are you so mad about a fucking baseball card?
It's not just any fucking baseball card. It's my rookie Tom Seaver card. I got that when I was a child. I earned the money for that card.
I bought that with my own money.
No, I was close. I was pretty good for a second there. That also made me feel good.
Yeah, you were a bit.
But as usual, you had to remind me. Fucking dude, every time I play this fucking
you're
game,
gonna cry. Yeah.
Dude, it's not funny. I really thought I was gonna cry outside. I know it's fucking pathetic. Okay, I know it's a stupid fucking game. Okay, yeah, keep laughing, asshole. You know, there's laughing at someone's misery, and then there's doing what you do, which is an extreme. Fucking every time I play Bitlife, which now
oh my god, that was a minute. Everyone's like, "Wow, what is that? What is Robbie so sad about?" And then he finally gets to it. So I'm playing Bitlife.
This fucking loser. Done.
So why are you so upset?
Because I've been wanting to become an astronaut in the game for like the last week, 2-3 weeks, however long it's been. And I've been playing as Choo Choo Stanley, my family, for like the last 8,000 years or some shit. And I just cursed this family like the Langmores. And each generation, I keep this. Anytime I try to do anything, they're just like, nope, you got caught and you go to jail. Yeah. Nope, you can't make any money. Nope, actually, your wife can't have kids. Any possible thing that could make my guy's life not works. I curse them. So I'm like, fuck this. I can't become an astronaut with this family. They're just the Langmore curse. I'm going to make my new family. So Ding Ding Bingleberry is my new family.
Yeah, great names.
And I'm like, I can finally become an astronaut. And I was dedicated. I'm like, this is a new generation, new family, new start. I'm playing every year. Yeah. I'm going to make friends in elementary school. I'm going to work my way to the top here.
Dude. That's dedication.
And I'm hitting some low times. I finally become an astronaut. And I give you the phone, and you start. Cause I'm complaining about how I can't make any financial investments.
Yeah, you're always somehow in the negative. You're like, I'm $12,000 in debt. You give me the phone. Now again, this is a video game. Okay, this isn't serious at all. This is a fucking video game.
But even before you did this, I said how this is ridiculous. I can't manage my finances in this fucking game or in my actual life. Okay, now continue.
So then you hand me the phone. And I'm like, all right, and I'm like, I'll play 5 years. I'll get your life back on track, and you can finish your life since you fucked it. And getting back on track is the understatement of the fucking century. So in my first year, I liquidated all your assets. Okay, since you were in debt, take all the stock market. You got $150,000, right? I sell the current house you have because it's too expensive for you to be living in.
I'm just imagining because I forgot about all that goodness. All I remember is the fucking astronaut problem. So now I'm getting memories, and I might actually break out crying.
In this life, I liquidate your assets, get you out of the stock, sell all your stocks, sell all your bonds, fucking sell your car, get rid of your house. And then I buy a house that's half that price to live in, and another house that's half that price so you can rent that house out, right? Goes pretty well. Next year, and also I got you a part-time job as well to bring in a little bit of extra money. Next year, moving forward, damn, good little thing going. I'm like, let me buy another house. A little bit of the surplus I made this year. Rent that one out as well, right? Next year, I'm like, you know what? Let me expedite the process a little bit. Let me go gambling, right? Happen to go gambling, turn $120,000 to $240,000. The next year, they invite me back. I also took the first $100,000 I made the profit pretty much and bought another house for you, right? Go back there again. I also started investing in the stock market during this time properly in the game, unlike you who's just
for some reason money. Every time I try to invest, I get a financial advisor. And I'll go to the settings and I'm like, well, I gotta make sure he's competent. Gotta make sure that they are a really good business side, whatever the fuck the settings are called. And I set it and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna tell them what I want to invest in. Tell them what they do, whatever. Next year, your financial advisor said to leave you to get a bigger, better deals.
Get their job. You know what's the fucking thing from A Bronx Tale? Okay, I keep them happy, but not too happy. Okay,
that's good.
Now I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny. They laugh at all my jokes. It's that whole mantra.
You were in the middle of describing my life and how you fixed it.
So then,
mind you, it took me 28 years. It took me 28 years to barely get it functioning, and within 3 minutes, you transformed it.
They invited me back to the casino. I ended up winning another like $100,000, and now at this point, you have 4 properties, and you get like $100,000 a year.
You realize how I referred to the 28 fictional years in that game, which were maybe 2 days worth of playing, to my actual corresponding 28 years of living. I just became one with that.
Fucking. So then So now after that, I did a 5-year plan. So I did 4 years at this point, right?
5-year plan.
Yeah. So you got 4 fucking houses you're renting out, a house you own.
Yeah, and when you start telling me this before, I'm like, wow, this guy's 28 in this game. He's doing better than I'm doing.
Right.
by
this
leagues
guy in this
ahead
video
of me.
game, you can just tap next and then go back and.
When I say his name, when I call him Ding Ding Bingleberry.
Yeah. You're like, Dan, Ding Ding Bingleberry's got better than I do. Fucking. So then I'm like, all right, 1 more year to go. At this point, you have about $449,000 with 4 properties, 2 cars, happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah, I'm doing
Everything's
great.
going good. I'm doing 1 more year plan, right? Get a random pop-up. Says, what's his name? Ding Ding and Bingleberry? It's like Ding Ding, which sounds overtly racist to say. He's like, hey, this meteor's come in. You're the only pilot we got who can do it. Go save the world, right? Save the world for you on your behalf, right? Playing Ding Ding. Fucking, not only do I, save the world as if that's not glory enough, then you get an honor for protecting the world from the president as if that's not honor enough. But on top of that, the real sweet spot of it all, right? Remember how you were negative $12,000 in debt?
Yep, when I was running the show.
You were in the show? So by the end of my 5-year plan, since I saved the fucking world, they gifted me 30 million pounds.
And then you handed it over to me, and I...
Well, hold on, so that pause was important. That was necessary. I want to rationalize. You were negative $12,000,
yeah.
and by the end of the 5-year plan, you had $30,500.
I'm aware of the math. Then,
before I even gave you the phone back, I bought 2 more expensive properties that would have just gotten you, so much, yearly income from rent, as well as upgrading your house. Again, happy wife, happy life, right? Went to the gym, had you at like 100% health. Your guy was killing it, good 100% look, 100% happiness, 100% everything, right? Give it back to you. You play what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
What happens when you play for 20 minutes? After just to clarify, your current net worth of $30.5 million from 12. What a 5-year arc. Yeah, 5 years ago, I was negative $12,000 in debt. Now I'm a millionaire, right? That sounds like a fucking hell of a story.
It's a pretty cool story. You saved the world. You got an award for it.
What happened when you did it?
Well, you could say I had a net loss. Oh my God, there is a God.
Is he speaking to you directly?
Oh my God. Oh God. There is a God.
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I feel like I need to be baptized for the first time again. Oh my God.
You gotta stop playing
Alex,
this game, Robbie. I'm not gonna look at what it says yet.
Okay.
Before I say anything, you gotta stop playing this game, okay? I play as like a little thing occasionally when I'm bored and I won't touch it for a
haven't played
while.
in 6 months.
Listen, Robbie,
When
you're
I saw
having
those
an
astronauts,
emotional
dude.
whirlwind.
Oh my God.
Okay, you came down the stairs, and when the realization of you fucking up the life, because
Oh yeah. By the way. Not only did I fuck everything up, I didn't know until I showed Alex what happened, and he just because I showed him.
I'm sorry, wait, Robbie, how do you only have $400,000? Where's the $30 million? And what happened was Robbie apparently decided to fucking go back in time and erase everything that I did for him. Or because why? Because your Bitlife wife wouldn't fuck you?
No.
Because you couldn't get any Bitlife pussy?
No,
you had
that's
to go
not
back
all it
in
happened.
time?
No, don't
You're
you
like, wait,
dare
I can
degrade
fix
her that way.
this.
Don't you dare talk about my wife that way. That's
You're
not
like,
all
dude,
it happened.
my wife won't fuck me. I have to fix this.
We
She
had
fucked
plenty
me
of
5
sex. Our
years.
sex life was great, okay? We had a healthy sex life.
Yeah.
Okay? But she gave me like 40 daughters. I needed a son to become in the mafia.
But why should you go back in time? Why could you just have a son currently?
Because I found extracurricular means to maybe have a son.
So
and she caught me and wanted to divorce me. And I couldn't lose such a good woman like that.
Isn't your character like 31 years old? How old's your wife?
33.
Why could you not get her up again?
I prayed for the fertility gods. Nothing was happening. So I had a moment of weakness. Okay? And then she caught me and I felt terrible because she stood by me through thick and thin. Okay? She's a beautiful woman.
Stop. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, I love those girls. Okay, she gave me beautiful daughters. I just wanted a son too.
You're holding on to this light. When you realize that you only, when you erase history, you're no longer save the world. You have no glory. You have no, you have. God has taken my bird. God has taken my bush. Right. Mm-hmm. Everything's gone. But you're not even back. You're not even back to square zero. Yes, you're 30 million in the hole, but you still have 2 properties to rent out. You still have your wife. You still have all of your daughters, and you have $400,000. Some might say, "Hey, you got off easy, considering you're negative 12,000." So even though some of it was erased, there's still some progress. But no, instead, 10 minutes go by
I had to
where
save the marriage. I went
10
back in
minutes
time.
go by where I can't even we can't even watch anything because the room suddenly went up 7 degrees in temperature, and you're just seething in the corner
Bro,
like
I
your
thought I was
entire
gonna
existence is
cry.
erasing. I know you were shaking. You look flustered and
I was
pale.
sweating to death. I was clammy.
Yeah, no, you're fucking like you're gonna pass out over a
Dude, because
fucking
it's an
video
allegory
game.
for how fucking dumb I am in my actual life. It made me feel so fucking sad. Okay, I felt this big. It just reflected every fucking complaint I have in my day to day, and I'm like, I gotta stop complaining. I gotta just man up and take over this. And it was just
I
like,
can't
no.
even do this right.
When you
I can't
handed
even
me-
fucking do this.
Well,
right. I can't
exactly.
even play Bitlife right.
You handed me the phone, and I said, I was hoping when I said it, I hope this is a joke, but it's probably going to be true. I said to myself, but then what I actually said out loud was, let's see how long it takes me to fuck this up.
Yeah.
And not even in an hour, not even 30 minutes, 20 goddamned minutes, I fucked it all up.
Yeah.
And
Back to square.
I didn't know.
But again,
you want to know what
you
happened?
went at square one, and again, instead of just being like, "Oh, that's funny," "Oh, fuck, that sucks," it really beat you down.
Yeah, because then also, because you also worked your ass off to get me
I
that
didn't work
life.
my ass off.
Anyways, then I fucking... Dude, I was so fucking depressed and sad, and the roller coaster started me almost passing out now because God bestowed his light upon me.
He said, "Wow, you know what? I don't usually get my hands dirty in personal matters,
Jesus
but this
Christ.
kid." It's like the
Please
scene in
is
fucking.
gory.
It's the scene in It's a Wonderful Life where he's like when the stars are looking at him. He's like, "Oh, he's gonna kill him. No, George is gonna do what to him?" They were having the conversation up there, and they're like, Clarence came down here and he's like, "He's like, I'll fix his Bitlife." That's what the fucking idiot. You should have used your goddamn, your summoning on a more, doodle instead of YouTube fucking being like, this video has 500 views on it. Nah. 305 suddenly. Had 25 likes. Let's make it 18 likes. Oh, you had 2 new followers. They're gone now too. YouTube's like, just no views for you. Instead of you could have been like, oh gosh, I fucking wish the YouTube views were higher. And then God would have bestowed that upon us, where Clarence was like, well, look at you guys, here's your 1 million subscriber plaque. But instead, you chose it to be on your fucking Bitlife game.
Well, this is why I said I need to be baptized.
Okay, what happened? Let's see, everybody.
Look at the top corner. Of the corner.
$11 million. How'd you get that?
I opened the app up to tell you how much I actually lost, and there it was. And you saw it gone. And there's no way to explain that because you can't go back and you
Wait,
can't go
what?
forward. Exactly. And I think it shows that the space mission's there.
Hold on a
Did a
second.
bell ring? Did somebody hear an angel get his wings?
I don't. Okay, well, what the fuck?
Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls!
Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls. Holy shnikes, dude.
And dude, all that fucking... Dude, I'm a new man now. I feel so good right now.
On top of the world.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I have a...
I guess that, I don't know, is that a happy conclusion to the 13 minutes of your sadness? That it just now is all
That's
for
only
nothing?
13 minutes. Yeah, it's actually not as sweet
It's
of a
actually
victory.
way less
No, yeah.
rewarding, honestly. It was just given back. That's actually pitiful. That's a pitiful God.
So you think in some weird twisted way it was a joke? It's like, I'm going to make him feel good for 2 seconds so he can realize how
When you log
pathetic
back
this
into the app,
victory
it's all
is.
been gone again. You're going to log into the app and it's like, my
It's gonna
wife
be
was
even less
murdered.
money.
All of the kids are now gone. You're going to be in $11 million in the hole.
You don't get attached to your Bitlife like that, though?
No, because I'm...
Dude, the only thing
Borderline normal?
I've done every like crime I could in the game as a mafia guy, and the one thing I refuse to do in every life is I make sure I have a good relationship with every one of those kids I have, and I make sure all my siblings know I care about them.
That's interesting.
That's the
I do the
only
complete
thing I always
opposite.
do.
I have like 47 children, and I also only inherit whoever's the youngest exclusively. So then I can take over as that person's life in the next generation with all the assets. I don't want to. Do you think I want to disperse $3.75 billion amongst 27 kids?
It seems like a headache.
No, I'm going to gamble on that fucking fresh out of high school 18-year-old youngest child and be like, hey, here's fucking $3.57 billion. Let's see what you can do with it.
I love all my children. I give them all money.
You said that in the tone of like the villain in the movie who has like just a bunch of misfits who he's like appropriated everyone around where they've all come to him, and you're like, I love all of my children.
You know, the moment of happiness is starting to dwindle away because now I'm realizing
Bitlife and you've had an emotional crash now because you've come down to reality that this is a fucking game.
Yeah, the reality is you told me that only took up 13 minutes of time. So when you talk about something that you're upset about, it takes an hour of our time.
Well,
when
hey, now
I
we're
talk,
at
it's
15.
13 fucking minutes.
And I did a lot of the talking too.
You did do a lot of the talking. I actually didn't do that much talking in my story.
That's interesting how that works out sometimes. It's almost it's again, it just shows like, damn, look how shitty you are.
I hate Bitlife. I'm deleting the game.
I'm deleting the game. You
I'm
don't
saying
have the
goodbye to my
plums.
families.
No, you don't.
These are all the lives I have. I'm going to delete all of them right now. Lives in progress. I have Prince Orlando.
There's no coming back from that, dude. You're gonna fucking be like, you're gonna be like,
no,
Eric.
I'm probably going to actually jumping off a cliff.
I know,
I'm
you're
not
not gonna be
actually
able to
going to
handle
do
that
that.
kind of fucking emotional trauma of taking that, just of loss.
I'm going to end up running down the bridge down our block, and all of a sudden, everybody in the town's going to start praying for me, and you're going to see the little constellations in the sky start talking to each other. Then there's going to be a guy who comes and jumps in. It's the bridge downtown.
Interesting.
You know,
going over what?
Water. What else does a bridge go over?
I guess there's that bridge near the lake.
You know, like I always had trouble hearing
But
my
also,
left
if
ear.
you literally jumping off of the bridge near the lake would be jumping and then falling 3, 4, 5 feet into the water. So I don't know if that would be the same effect you're going for.
I'm saving the guy that fell in first because he's drowning, but he's actually saving me. That's the moral of the story.
The moral of the story.
I'm deleting Prince Orlando. I'm deleting Reggie Tabales.
What?
Instead of vegetables, I put it Reggie Tabales.
That's a great fucking thing. My Bitlife currently.
I have the best names.
My last name is Luciano. You're thinking, why would you have the same name hyphenated? Well, I'll explain it to you. So the way I like to do the practice of the game is any child conceived out of wedlock has to be have a hyphenated name because they're not purebred, right? So then the children who are consumed in wedlock, they get to just have the last name Luciano, right?
It's a good way to have all your kids resent each other.
I know.
And
I'm creating a class divide between the offspring. You know, it's the haves and the have-nots. And coincidentally, though, I come across probably the 8th divorce or whatever, right? I'm cruising. And I end up coming across a fellow. But listen, there's a lot of Italians out there, right? Mm-hmm. But it's someone also with the last name, the surname Luciano. I'm like, it's a one-night stand. Who cares, right? You know what happens?
What happens?
One-night stand turns into a 9-month event. Okay, kid comes out, unquestionably mine, right?
Why did he have?
I'm at a crossroads. Yeah, I'm at a crossroads. Here before me, I hold my child, right? Conceived out of wedlock. However, the hyphenated surname now is Luciano.
That's so cool, though.
Never in a million years did I think I would arrive at this conclusion. What do I do with it? I run with it. Immediately. That kid, 0 years old. I used to wait till the kid's 18. Then I'll buy a plane, go crash it somewhere, and take over that kid's life. I said, no. 47 years old, fucking Duke Luciano. No, he goes into a bar, doesn't come out. 47 years old. Who knows what happens? He's gone. I take over the new life, right? I'm no longer just fucking, some piece of shit Duke Luciano, okay?
Yeah.
Now I'm Adrian Luciano. Okay?
That's such a good name.
Now I'm double
united
Luciano.
both families.
Now I'm Adriano Luciano. Exactly. I brought together the Lucianos.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm lucky Luciano.
It's squared.
It's quite the fucking place to be in, okay?
But you see what you did there? You proved my point. You saw that kid have potential. You did everything you could for your son.
For the one who was inherited at 0 years old with unlimited potential.
We all do the best for our children.
We all do the best. Luciano. That's the. Why do you think? You know why Luciano is so successful versus Dingleberry?
It's ding ding Bingleberry to you.
It's because Luciano.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's ding dong Bingleberry.
It means a lot to you since you can't answer the goddamn name. You're so invested in it that you've actually stopped thinking of it as a character. This is Robbie. This is Robbie. This is Robbie. Is that why it's so hard for you to separate the two?
Yeah. I even made him live in Germany because I want to learn German.
That's depraved.
Yeah. No. Why? So I can relate to him. That's how.
Yeah. So you can relate to him.
I'm him. He is me.
Well, listen, man. I don't think the Berry, whatever his name is he worth $4 billion like Luciano is?
No.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Now, here's the real question. Do I learn from my mistake and hit plus age?
I would.
And make sure it saves?
I would.
And then here's the set follow-up question: since we established that this wasn't actually God bestowing His light upon me, it was actually God pulling a prank.
Yeah.
Do you think once I hit age, it's going to just say,
Erase the whole game?
No. When you hit age, it's gonna be like you're in a mission, an asteroid hit you, and you died. And
That'd be funny.
And you had no sons.
That'd be funny. Is your will and testament set up?
No, I don't know how to do that.
You're this invested in the game, you don't know how to play it.
If you know how I kept saying how this is just a representation of my actual life. You know what I also don't know how to do in real life? Set up my will and testament.
Or I thought you were saying do it.
I don't understand anything about finances. Apparently, I give you the phone. I'm $12,000 in debt. I don't remember spending the $12,000. How did I didn't know I had the $12,000.
You didn't spend $12,000. It's like you didn't just magically spend. Pat, you owe $12,000. You had too many. Like you didn't have enough money to pay for what you were living your life.
See, I don't understand the concept of being in debt.
It's not like you fucking had $0 and said, no, I want that $12,000 thing over there. And they said, oh, here you go, but your $12,000. No, you owe money everywhere. And then you just kept losing money because you weren't bringing in enough money to the amount of money you owed.
I really am a ding dong.
Yeah.